Peace and love unto you all. Beloved, this is the continuation of the keys of the Golden Age civilization. We have already learned about the 9 dimensions, the 9 days of creation, the 9 musical notes, the 9 chakras or energy centers, and the 7 heavens. Today, we are going to look at the 9 colors. The 9 colors. In this episode, you will hear, probably for the first time, the 9 colors and the Rainbow Project. The Rainbow Project is what is recorded in the Bible as the firmament, the creation of the firmament. So the 9 colors is all about the rainbow. But of course, as I always tell you, in that age, we were given 7 colors or 7 colors of the rainbow. Today, you are going to learn about the 9 colors. And I'm saying the project that brought out these 9 colors, supposedly 7 colors in that age, is called the Rainbow Project. Beloved, I bring you greetings and happy tidings from the Most High, from the Son, and from myself, your servant, Adeshibananaya, Prophet R33, Son of the Sun. Beloved, there is much to give, yet there is limited time. But the mission surely will be accomplished because it is on the drawing board of the Father and of the Son. So they are full support. We are in full support of this mission. So we'll get there gradually. What I need from you is to be liking and also sharing these informations or reality teachings to your friends and circles so that we can reach out to everyone. Now, I'm come to give you the project that brought out planet Earth, or that brought out the creation of planet Earth and Adam. There were more than 2 projects that were carried out by our fathers, those you call the Anunnaki, those you call angels, those you call Anu and his children. The first project, this is 500,000 years ago. Anu came to planet Tiamat. This planet is called Tiamat. Its maiden name or its original name is Tiawawa. Tiawawa is Nubic language or Nubian language. We were speaking this language when we were in Egypt or during Egypt, Kemet time, during Amun-Ra time. We were speaking Nubic language. Tiawawa means the maiden of life. So this planet Earth is the maiden of life. Maiden of life means it is the very foundation of life, of beings in this universe of Shamas. The name of our sun is called Shamas. So each universe is called the Shamas universe. Tiawawat is the 3rd dimension, where it's like a school. The first beginning, the grade 1 or the kindergarten or the nursery is planet Earth. That is why this is 3rd dimension. It's a material world. It's a school for souls. So this is the first beginning before you ascend to the 4th, to the 5th, all the way to the 9th dimension. I'm talking about you, the Nubians. So Tiawawat, Anu came with his children. The first ever project was the Noon Project, N-U-N, Noon Project. The project was the seed creation, creating the seed, or the soul, creating the seed. The second project was the rainbow project. This rainbow project is the creation of the firmament that is recorded in the Bible of the creation story. The third project was the transportation of the seed. So the seed was placed in or was transplanted in a dolphin. Dolphin as from Vulcan, the planet Vulcan. Dolphin. And it was transported through meteorite shower. So they created a meteorite shower. That they opened the vault of heavens for rains to fall like a meteorite. So it came, and this dolphin with the meteor shower or waters from above was transported through the dolphin, and the dolphin came all the way into the seas of Tiamat. So that seed, that amino acid, that single living cell that fell in the sea, that is, the dolphin fell in the sea, and that living cell, of course, came out from the dolphin through laying of eggs. So they mix it with the dolphin's egg. That is why upon all animals on earth, it's only the dolphin that is so close to the human, that have the highest love. So that's the third project. And the fourth project was the creation of Adam. It's called the Adamite project. That's the creation of the physical Adam. That was the fourth project. You have no idea about creation. They've given you a piece of the information, and they tell into story in Genesis. That's the creation story. Everything is written as if it happened in just 6 days. No. I've told you the father and his children are the greatest scientists. They don't do magic. They don't do fiction. They do not do illusions. Faith, no. They are the greatest scientists, and they allow nature to take place when it should be. They allow science to play when it should be. So in creating the firmament, that was where the rainbow came in. In creating the firmament, they used gold dust, gold. So the reason why they even, in the first place, they came to mine gold on earth, the Anunnakis, was to get this gold to go and cover the space of their universe, because it was deteriorating. There was a hole in the upper space. So the sun, the three suns in their universe, was too much on the beams on that galaxy or universe. So they needed this gold dust to cover the space of their universe, so that the sun cannot penetrate much on the beams, because it was killing them. Listen very carefully. I've told you, we are here to give you information that the world never gave you, because now it is time for you to learn more about the golden age. In golden age, beings are connected from the lower dimension to the last dimension, which is the ninth dimension. But in dark age, they cut you, or they place you up to only the seventh dimension. The highest dimension you were operating from was the seventh. Even though with that, not all beings were able to operate from the seventh dimension. But the golden age is an age of light. And that light age is a communication, or it is an evolution with the beings at the lower level with the father on highest level, the ninth dimension. So I'm giving you everything complete. That's why I don't give you information from first dimension to seventh dimension. I give from first to ninth dimension. Today I'm telling you some of the information that you have never heard. So they created the firmament. They used gold dust to create a firmament, that is to cover the skies. Because in the previous video, I told you that there was war between the Anunnaki, the Nubians, our fathers, your fathers, and the reptilians and the Draconians. That brought chaos, or that put planet Earth, or Tiamat, into chaotic state. So they allowed planet Earth to lie for 6,000 years. At this time, there were a lot of waters on the land. They blocked the sun with dust cloud. They blocked the sun, so the sun was not penetrating. That is why in Revelation, when you read the Christian story, they tell you there was darkness all over. There were waters all over, and God separated the waters to the sea and he got the land. This is what they are telling you. I'm telling you what actually happened. Because they were first meteorite. The meteorite that brought the dolphin into the seas of Tiamat, that was the second one. The very first one was that was during the war. That was during the war between your fathers, the Anunnaki, and then the reptilians and the Dracolians. So now, when they created the Noon project, that the seed creation, they came to create that the seed, that the soul, the seed of Adam, that the first project, creating the seed of Adam, that's called the Noon project. The second project was creating the firmament. So now they came down to remove the dust cloud to allow the sun to penetrate. So if you're allowing the sun to penetrate in its full power, it will be burning the human beings because the energy is too much. If you compare the mass or the size of all the 8 planets, yeah, the 8 or the 7 planets in this universe of ours, if you compare the size to the sun, together all the 7 planets, they are just a small piece as compared to the sun. The sun is very huge. So they created this firmament using gold to cover the sky. The sky, as you see, is covered with gold dust. You know, gold can be stretched or melted to be thinner than paper. That is what they didn't tell you. You know, in science, our scientists taught us division of cells from 2 to 4. I'm talking about mitosis and meiosis. They also taught us of the kingdoms up to 5. But I'm telling you, division, the kingdoms are 9. I've told you the key of the golden age is 9. So everything is 9. Now I'm giving you the complete information, the complete linking the lower dimension to the highest dimension. So in terms of metals, you can actually bend them, melt them to the 9th level or the 9th degree. Actually, that is where the highest power is, the 9th degree. So they melt the gold to the 9th degree. You can melt gold to be thinner than A4 sheet paper. So this cloud you see, this space you see, it is covered with gold dust. So that gold dust, that is what when the sun, when the sun shines on Earth and it reflects back to space, it creates the rainbow. And in that rainbow, they give you 7 colors. The colors are 9. And these colors, sound, frequency, numbers, they go together. So the value or the numbers of these colors, I'll give them to you. So I will give them in order from 1 to 9. So the very first number 1, that is the sun. The color is orange. 2, that is the moon. The color is white. 3, that is Jupiter. The color is purple. 4, that is Mercury. The color is light blue. 5, yeah. 5 is Mercury, sorry. 5 is Mercury. 4 is Uranus, light blue, and 5 is Mercury. The color is yellow or gold. Then you come to 6, the color is green. 7, the color is purple. Then 8, the color is gray or black. Gray because black is not a color, but the Father's Day is Saturday. It's Pan-Saturn. So because black is not color, we normally use gray, just as I'm wearing. And then or ash, gray or ash for Saturday. And then 9, that is Mars, is red. So these are the 9 colors. Start from orange, white, purple, light blue or blue, yellow or gold. You have green, you have violet, you have gray, then you have red. These are the 9 colors. Bear in mind, there were 9 space objects that was used to establish this universe. The 9 space objects are the Sun, the Moon, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. These are the 9 space objects that were used to create this universe of ours. Pluto is not a planet. Pluto is a satellite that watches over the underworld. So these are the 9 space objects. And in this space object, 7 are planets. 1 is the Sun, and the second one is the Moon. The 7 are planets. So you have to know this. So with these colors, now, I said previously that black is not a color. Black, the absence of color is black. The absence of color is black. When you put all colors together, what you get is black. But if you put all light together, what you get is white. So today, I want you to know that in the entire universe or space as you see, when nothing existed, what was existing? It was darkness. Total darkness. That is the black. Total darkness. Space was total darkness until the chemical storm or the combustion between the 9 ether gases. When I say 9 ether gases, I mean the natural gases. On planet Earth or this universe, there are 118 elements or gases. Scientists, some are saying 99 of these gases are natural gases found on Earth. Some are also saying 90 of them are natural gases found on Earth. When you go to the Quran, the 99 attributes or names of Allah are just these 99 natural gases found on Earth. These natural gases are the same as the Elohims. Yeah, the El, the Anunnakis. Element, El, Elohim, El, the natural gases. So I'm telling you today that all beings came from the natural gases. The original creators are the 9 ether gases. So the Father came out from 9 ether gases. You and me, we also came from the 9 ether gases. The manifestation of the 9 ether gases in light form is the melanin. That is why you Nubians, you are melanated. So you are representing the 9 ether gases in terms of living beings. So know and understand that darkness is not evil. Black is not evil. For power, for source is darkness. When nothing existed, the 9 ether gases, the natural gases were existing in darkness, total darkness. It's called triple darkness. Google or do a search. Ask your scientists. It is called the triple dot. From that triple dot came light. So light came out of darkness. When the 9 ether gases, through time, through evolution, when they come, gases, when they come together, they form electrical storm. So when they exploded, so the explosion, it is what scientists term as the Big Bang. So before the Big Bang, the 9 ether gases were existing. And these 9 ether gases are found in the Nubian. These 9 ether gases, yeah, so the Nubian, when nothing existed, you the Nubian, you existed. You existed as a soul, as a gas, as a gaseous being or gaseous being. These 9 ether gases or natural gases are conscious gases. Conscious, I mean, they have sense. Conscious, I mean, they are mental. They think. Do you understand? Yeah. So when nothing existed, you, the Nubian, you existed. So these are the 9 colors. These are the 9 colors. That is why we have 9 chakras. We have 9 dimensions. We have 9 musical notes. We have 9 days of creation. I've already taught you about the 9 dimensions, 9 days of creation, 9 chakras, 9 musical notes. And today we are talking about the 9 colors. So black is a growing violet light. And when you put light in a prism, that is where you get the separations. So light in a prism. That is where you get the 9 colors. They are not 7, 9 of them. So you must understand and know that light, as you see, is powerful. Sound, as you see, is powerful. For I tell you that humans, you are just a light wave. As I sit here, I'm just a light wave. Do you know how powerful light is? You know, I told you light came from darkness through the electrical storm or the electrical combustion of the 9 ether gases. When they exploded, that is what the scientists call the Big Bang. So from the Big Bang came light. And it started to form suns or stars, then planets, then moons. Then, of course, the Father, the last time I told you that the 2 beings, etheric beings that came out from the explosion of the 9 ether gases is the energy called the soul, which has positive side and negative side, and it has gender. So I told you gender is a natural phenomenon, a natural principle. That is why my uncle Tehuti, taught the world, or taught the Nubians, or taught Egyptians, or taught Atlanteans, or the moons. He taught them the 9 principles of this universe, and one of them is gender. So you can never run away from gender. Nobody can change gender. Gender exists all the way from the 9th dimension to the 1st dimension, because it is energy. Don't see yourself just as human being. No, there are some teachers who are teaching that there's no gender in energy. There's no gender in soul. It is because they do not understand what is called soul. It is because they do not understand what is called ether. They think soul is human being. They think this physical being is isolated from energy. No, this physical being is energy. As I sit here, I am energy. I am made from a single living cell. This body, it was made from or grew from a single living cell that was placed, or that was created in the Noon project and placed in the dolphin from Vulcan on planet Mars and transported it through meteor shower to the waters of Tiamat, to the waters or to the seas of Tiamat. Tiamat, I mean Earth. Another name for planet Earth is Tiamat. So you must understand, don't isolate yourself from ether, from energy. If you isolate yourself, you will get it wrong. So some spiritual masters or New Age spirituality are preaching that when it comes to human beings or soul or in the spiritual realm, there's no negative, there's no positive. It is a palpable lie. Energy has positive and negative. That is why the Father, when he descended to the 7th dimension, when he gave birth, his children, one is positive, one is negative. So among the Anunnakis, some are agreeable, some are disagreeable. The Yah are agreeable, the Where are disagreeable. Yahweh, that's the name Yahweh. Yahweh is a title. Yahweh is a title just as Anunnaki. So the Yah are agreeable and the Where are disagreeable. Agreeable, I mean they are light beings or they are calm. Disagreeable, I mean they are fire beings, so they are aggressive. So among twins, one is aggressive and one is calm. One is seraphim, one is cherubim. One is light being and one is fire being. The light being is seraphim. The fire being is cherubim. When you look at atom, the nucleus is the soul. Yeah, the nucleus is the soul. The proton is the seraphim. The electrons is the cherubim. That is why cherubim are the one who guides the atom, or they are the outer part of the nucleus, because they guide it, because they are aggressive, like warriors. That is why Enlil is aggressive than Enki. So the children of the Father, Anu, Enlil is the aggressive, the cherubim. Enki is the light being, is the seraphim. They play your mind just for you to know human beings are different from energy. You are energy. I am energy. I grew from the single living cell all the way to become this body. And then the soul I incarnated into this body. So body and spirit are different, and soul is different. That is why not everyone has a soul. Some do not have soul. It is only the Netaru, it is only the Nagaru, it is only the Nubian, it is only the people of the sun, the Menalated. We have souls. So we incarnate into this body and spirit. So their colors are 9, created during the Rainbow Project. The Rainbow Project is the creation of the firmament in the creation story in the Bible. So it wasn't just a day where God said, let the firmament or appear, disappear, let the waters go. No, this is science. It took years. Listen, when Anu came to Tiamat or came to planet Earth to create the sea, this is 5,000 years ago. Yeah, 5,000 years ago. And before this, they had already, listen very carefully, they had already reconstructed planet Earth to a certain level. Yeah, to a certain level. So don't be deceived. And Adam, the seed, the creation of the physical Adam is 48,025 years ago, as I told the other time. So this Adamite project or Adam evolution is 50,000 years evolution. So we have already eaten into 48,025 years. From Adam to Noah, a complete cycle has ended, 24,000 years. From Noah to the year 2000, another 24,000 years has ended. And now we are in 2025, that is 25 years. So we are eating into 48,025 years since Adam was created. It is just left 1,000 years. That 1,000 years, that is where the earth will go to rest. You know, they gave you 7 days of creation, and they gave you 6 days of creation, and the 7th day, God rested. That 7th day, the resting day, is just the last 1,000 years. It is the last 1,000 years. That last 1,000 years is when Nibiru will come to pick the redeemed. Who are the redeemed? There is a number in the book of Revelation. The redeemed, 144,000. The redeemed are those who, in this cycle, this 24-year cycle from Noah to the year 2024, who have passed this evolution, who have developed the mind and have developed the soul through the zodiac signs. Those who have passed, that's why the Bible recorded as the redeemed. Those who kept their robes clean, which means those who were able to pass the test, pass the exams of planet Earth, pass the evolutionary test from Noah, the time of Noah, to the year 2000. So, brethren, don't be deceived. You have been deceived to live life with faith, beliefs, faith, religion, as if that is why you are here. You are not here to worship anything. You are here for knowledge. Knowledge from the word know. What's the meaning of science? You know, I've been telling you, to be a great teacher, you have to be a linguist. Because these people play with words so that they deceive you. Science means to know. How do you know? How do you know something if you have not been previewed to, if you have no idea? You do research. That's what science is about, research. You get empirical evidence. You compare. That is why scientists are all about researching, because you came to meet the, see, you were born, right? You were a baby. You grew. From 12, 13 years, you started to gain some senses, started to able to know left from your right, to able to choose good from evil, so to speak. When you grew up, you realize that there are a lot of things in this world that you have no idea about. But when you were born, they were already here. So how can you know? Unless you learn about them. What do we use gold for? What do we use aluminium for? What do we use pineapple for? Are you getting me? How do we use silver for? How do we use oil for? How can we put these elements together to create something? So all these things are already existing, created by evolution, by the 9 ether gases. So if you are born, the purpose on earth, the Father needs you to come and study nature and create something out of nature. So you are not here to worship something. Put your whole being on worship. Faith. That's the deception. Because it was dark age, they deceived you. If I ask you 1 plus 1, of course you know. You will tell me it is 2. How did you know? Because you were taught if you add 1 to another 1, you get 2. Or if you add one object to another object, you get 2. And you can prove it. Can you prove faith? Can you prove things of belief? You cannot prove them. You see, this is deception. You are here to learn. So those who were able to learn and develop the soul, because anything you learn, it goes to the mental, the mind. That's how I told you, golden age is about the mental, it's about the mind, not about the soul. Dark age is about the soul. It's about the heart, love, things of the heart. That's why religion is about love, emotions. You operate from the heart. But golden age, you operate from the mind. You operate from the mind. To understand that, these 9 colors, they link to the 9 chakras, the 9 musical notes. They are never 7. These are the 9 colors, and I've given you the numbers. So golden age is here for you, the Nubian. You have to know the keys of the golden age. Now I'll be giving you the keys of the golden age, from the dimensions to the chakras to the heavens to the musical notes to the days of the week, and now I'll be giving you the colors. So this is the keys you need to live in this golden age. So now you know Saturday is black. Now you know Friday is green. Thursday is purple. You know Wednesday is blue or light blue. You know Monday is white. You know Sunday is orange. You know this. And how to apply them. And the numbers go in order from Sunday 1 up to the way Saturday is 8. So Saturday is planet Saturn. Saturday is the Father's Day. Don't ever be deceived. I'll be teaching about the Father and the Son. And that is why I'll tell you who the Father is. Today, I came to give you the 9 colors. So know and understand that in this life, it is all about knowledge. In the universe, it is all about knowledge.